For the second part of solving equations, we're going to work on equations that have variables on both sides. But first, let's review our steps for solving equations. The first thing we want to look to do is distribute if necessary. The second thing we want to do is combine like terms on the same side. The third thing is to move variables to the same side. The fourth would be to get rid of the constant, which is the number by itself. And the last would be to get rid of the coefficient. Now, we're going to review some fractions which we looked at yesterday. So we have m divided by 5 plus 3 is equal to 7. In this first problem, we have a constant by itself because it's following the fraction. What we need to do first is get rid of that constant. So to get rid of a plus 3, we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. M divided by 5, 3 minus 3 is 0, is equal to 7 minus 3, which is 4. Now, we have m is being divided by 5. Remember, the opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 5, and a 5 on top and a 5 on bottom cancels out, and that would leave me with m was equal to 20. Now, over here on the right-hand side, again, we have a constant first that we need to get rid of, which would be the plus 4. To get rid of a positive 4, we're going to make it a negative 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. I'm left with 3x minus 1 over 2 is equal to 5. Now, this one's different from the one we just did. 3x minus 1, all of that is in the numerator. So I can't get rid of anything until I get rid of the denominator first, which is being divided by 2. Remember, the opposite of division is multiplication, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. 2 on top and 2 on bottom cancels out, and that would leave me with 3x minus 1 is equal to 10. Now I'm down to my basic two-step equation. I'm going to get rid of my constant. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides, and that would leave me with 3x equals 11. And then the last thing I'm going to do, 3x is 3 times x. To undo multiplication, we're going to divide. That would leave me with x equals 11 divided by 3. It does not divide evenly, and it's a fraction. They can't be simplified, so we can just leave that as 11 over 3. So now looking at the next example, 7x plus 14 equals 2x plus 24. I'm first looking to see if I have to distribute, which I do not. Next, I'm looking to see if I have like terms on the same side. And remember, when I'm referring to the same side, I'm talking about the side of the equal sign. Left-hand side says 7x plus 14. Those are not like terms. Right-hand side says 2x plus 24. Those are not like terms. So I don't have like terms to combine. The next thing I'm looking, if I have variables on the opposite sides, which I do, so I need to move them to the same side. So if I want to move a 2x over, it's a positive right now, I need to subtract 2x from both sides. 7x minus 2x is 5x plus 14 equals 2x minus 2x is 0, and I'll bring down my 24. Now again, my variables are on the same side, so I'm left with a basic two-step equation. So I have to get rid of my constant first, which would be the 14. To get rid of a positive 14, I'm going to make it a negative 14. 5x, 14 minus 14 is 0, equals 24 minus 14, which is 10. 5x means 5 times x. To undo multiplication, we are using division. So I will be left with x equals 2. Now, if I want to check my answer to make sure I am correct, what I would have to do is plug it back in to my original problem. So we had 7x plus 14 was equal to 2x plus 24. Now remember, we just found our x value to be 2. So anywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug that in. So I would have 7 times 2 plus 14 was equal to 2 times 2 plus 24. Now we're just going to simplify this out. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 14 equals 2 times 2 is 4 plus 24. 14 plus 14 is 28 equals 4 plus 24 is 28. 28 is equal to 28, which is correct. So my answer is x equals 2. So here on this problem, the first thing I'm looking to do is distribute. And on this one, I do have to distribute because I can see the parentheses. Remember, when we distribute, we're using the multiplication. So I have 2 times a, which would give me 2a. And then I have 2 times negative 4, which gives me negative 8. Now I'm going to bring everything else down. 22 plus 8a. After I distribute, now I'm left with a problem just like the last one we did. You can pause your video and try to finish this example from here. The next thing we would have to do is move our variables to the same side. So I would subtract 2a from both sides. So I have 22 plus 6a equals negative 8. And then again from here, you're back to your basic two-step equation. You're going to be subtracting 22 from both sides. And that leaves me with 6a is equal to negative 30. And then we're going to divide by 6. And so we're left with a equals a negative divided by a positive is a negative. Pause your video and check this next example by yourself. The first thing we did was distribute. Then we're going to put our variables on the same side. We have negative 50n minus 48 equals 2. Back to your basic two-step equation. You're adding 48 to both sides. Negative 50n is equal to 50. Divide by negative 50. And we're left with n was equal to negative 1. Remember, a positive divided by a negative is a negative. On this example, we're going to see something a little bit different happen for us. We're going to start it like we've started every other one. My first step is to distribute. I would have 6 times m, which gives me 6m. And then 6 times negative 4, which is negative 24. I'm going to bring everything else down. Now, I don't have like terms on the same side to combine, but I do have variables that need to be moved to the same side. To move a positive 6m, I'm going to subtract 6m. That would leave me with negative 21. 6m minus 6m is 0. Equals 6m minus 6m is 0, and then bring down my negative 24. I don't have a variable anymore, but I have a statement that says negative 21 is equal to negative 24. Those two things are not equal to each other. And because they are not equal to each other, my answer would say no solution. We're left with two numbers and a false statement. Negative 21 does not equal negative 24, so it is no solution. Now, over here on the side, make a little note for yourself. The only other thing we could be left with here, if it's not no solution, another statement we may get, if I have 2 plus 5m equals 5m plus 2. When I go to solve and I subtract 5m from both sides, I would be left with 2 equals 2. 2 is equal to 2. That is a true statement. So if my variables cancel out and I'm left with a true statement, that would be all real numbers. A symbol that you can put to abbreviate that would be the R with 2 lines. So the only time you'll get all real numbers is if you have a true statement. No solution, false statement, all real numbers, true statement. And again, in both examples, the variables must cancel. So if we still have a variable, we still have to finish solving. The only time we will have either of these is if the variables cancel out. Now, pause the video and try the next 3 examples. Number 1, you would have come up with an answer of 5. Now on number 2, we have like terms to combine first. So I have 5x plus 5 is equal to 3x minus 17. Now if you notice, the 7 and the negative 2x, they are on the same side, so I do not have to change the signs. I combine them as is. The rest of those over here. Number 2, you should have come up with x was equal to negative 11. And then for the third one, I'm just going to subtract 10x from both sides. We're left with 5x is equal to negative 30, and then divide by 5, and so x is equal to negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. Okay, so hopefully we got all those correct while we tried our last 3 examples, and thank you, and we will see you later.